I had a stroke in 2006, and the first one, I had two right within 2 weeks, and the first one I got better real quick, and then the second one I was left. I had 2 weeks later, and I was left with no. I couldn't use my whole right side. I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, I couldn't, I couldn't do anything. When I had the stroke, my mother took me home. The first 6 months I was at home, and I had to stay in Virginia because she's from Virginia. My mom had taken me down to Social Security to file for Social Security, and I went through that, but, I didn't have an attorney or anything, so it was delayed and delayed and delayed. And so they turned me down for my disability the first time because they said they thought I would get better within the year. But it turned out after a year and a half, I still wasn't any better. And that's when I went to Neighborhood Legal Services up here. And that's where I met Nicole, and she was assigned to me, and she did a really good job because she had to write for me. She had to really do a lot of stuff for me because I wasn't able to write, or I couldn't sit too long. I couldn't think, I would forget stuff, and and she helped me out. She really did help me out quite a bit. When we went to court, and before the judge, her argument, the judge decided that I was qualified for SSI, and that I could get it come back in a year to see if I improved or anything, because right now he says I'm not able to work at all, and I was grateful for that because that gave me a little bit more income or some support, because I didn't like being on welfare, but that was a humbling experience that I had to go through, because I was so used to being self-sufficient and taking care of myself, and then all of a sudden you're not, and there's no one there to help you. You're left out. Thank God for Neighborhood Legal Services, because if they didn't have that, it'd be a lot of people without a lawyer, unless you're committing a crime. That's the only way you get it says if you be bad, you get a, but what if you're being abused, and what if you have Social Security? I mean, it's nice to have Neighborhood Legal Services to help you with that. At least that you have that. If that wasn't around, what would you have?